After the improbable success of Billy Madison, which saw Adam Sandler and his old college roommate turned writing partner beating the Hollywood odds by sticking to their guns.
Jackpot.
The breakout Saturday Night Live star and his pals were given a second shot, Happy Gilmore. Generations of fans have quoted the golf comedy ever since.
Oh boy, sorry about that.
Here, we'll take a look at 10 things you never knew about Happy Gilmore. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to MovieWeb to keep up with the conversation about all of the things we love. The real Happy Gilmore. There was no pro golf career, Subway endorsement, fist fight with Bob Barker, or romance with a future star of Modern Family. But the character of Happy Gilmore was inspired by one of Adam Sandler's real-life friends. Kyle McDonough, an aspiring hockey star who sent the ball flying on the golf course, eventually joined the British Hockey League and spent some time on the ice in Norway. In the Adam Sandler installment of the Celebrities with Heart book series for young readers, McDonough's wife says her husband doesn't have anger issues, but can, quote, hit a golf ball a mile.
Is that good? That's unbelievable.
Shooter McRobin Hood. Producers originally approached Kevin Costner for the crucial role of Happy Gilmore villain Shooter McGavin. He made an altogether different golf comedy, Tin Cup, around the same time. According to VH1, Evil Dead franchise star Bruce Campbell lobbied hard for the part, which went to Christopher McDonald.
Well, I guess I'll have to take care of this myself.
The real Shooter. Of course, the role of Shooter McGavin is now forever intertwined with McDonald, who'd played Daryl in 1991's Thelma and Louise. McDonald turned down Happy Gilmore twice, till a meeting with Sandler convinced him to take it. Like the rest of us, he's been in love with the awesomely awful Shooter McGavin ever since, even starring in a fantastic short mockumentary-style video in 2013, poking fun at how much he's now associated with it. In one scene, a caterer hands him a special breakfast.
You eat pieces of for breakfast? No.
Bob Barker can really fight. Anyone who grew up watching The Price is Right when Bob Barker held the skinny microphone is well aware of his kindness and compassion, given the advocacy he's done for animals over the years.
If you're thinking about a trip to SeaWorld, please reconsider.
But just because he's a vegetarian, that doesn't mean he can't handle his beefs. The former Navy fighter pilot earned a black belt in karate back in the day, under none other than Chuck Norris, who he credited with putting him on the path for longevity. He was hesitant about taking the Happy Gilmore part until he learned he'd definitively win the fistfight. He also did his own stunts.
Bitch.
It won the duo the first ever MTV Movie Award for Best Fight. In 2015, the pair revisited their beef for charity on Comedy Central's Night of Too Many Stars. Grandma's Boy. He's hard to recognize under all of that hair, but Otto, the homeless caddy, was none other than Alan Covert, Sandler's longtime friend and Happy Madison Productions collaborator, who played the title role in the cult comedy Grandma's Boy 10 years later.
Oh yeah.
Covert's IMDb page is full of Sandler projects, starting with 1989's Going Overboard, followed by Airheads, Happy Gilmore, Bulletproof, The Wedding Singer, The Water Boy, Big Daddy, Little Nicky, Mr. Deeds, and on and on. Bond villain balance. Movie fans the world over fondly remember the late Richard Kiel as the James Bond villain turned ally Jaws. The actor, who was more than 7 feet tall, worked mostly in television, including the classic Twilight Zone episode To Serve Man, before his breakout performance opposite Roger Moore in 1977's The Spy Who Loved Me. Audiences were so fond of Jaws, he switched from villain to hero in Moonraker 2 years later. In 1992, he suffered a severe head injury in an auto accident, which threw off his balance. That's why Mr. Larson is seen leaning on someone or something for support. Happy Gilmore gave him significantly more lines than ever.
And you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot.
Whip It Good. The Happy Gilmore score was composed by the frontman for new wave art rockers Devo, who had huge hits in the early days of MTV with Whip It and their cover of the Rolling Stones' Satisfaction. Like Oingo Boingo's Danny Elfman, Devo's Mark Mothersbaugh has found tremendous success as a composer, working on kid TV shows like Rugrats, the famous Get a Mac commercials, several Wes Anderson films, and more recently, 21 Jump Street, The Lego Movie, and one of our favorite scores, Thor Ragnarok. Almost 20 years after Happy Gilmore, Mothersbaugh composed the music for Adam Sandler's Hotel Transylvania at the urging of his then young kids. Happy Gilmore and the Pros. In 2013, a European tour camera crew convinced several Scottish Open participants to give the Happy Gilmore-style drive a shot.
2 words for you. Happy Gilmore.
Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers got into a hilarious fake Twitter fight with the fictitious Shooter McGavin after the NFL star tweeted that he'd be laying off golf to better stay in shape. In 2017, tweeting about his participation in the Web.com Tour's LA May Classic, Steph Curry said his only expectations were to, quote, keep the ball out of the gallery and not go Happy Gilmore.
That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
ESPN has marked the fake anniversary of Happy's PGA win. But sadly, golf pro Lee Trevino, who made one of the more memorable cameos, told a crowd at the University of Texas he wished he'd passed on Happy Gilmore. If I'd known they were going to use all those foul words in there, I never would have done it.
Sorry.
Happy's Hole. Want to pay a visit to the site of the famous Bob Barker Brawl?
That's funny.
British Columbia's Furry Creek Golf and Country Club, whose ninth hole was the backdrop for the Price is Wrong showdown, has fully embraced their association with the Sandler comedy classic.
The price is wrong, bitch.
They even went so far as to rename the 325-yard par 4 Happy's Hole.
Well, whoop-de-doo.
The putter. As of the time we're putting this list together, the hockey stick golf putter hybrid from Happy Gilmore can be yours.
Man, this is excellent.
This guy is selling it for a mere $1,200. We hope you enjoyed this look at 10 things you never knew about Happy Gilmore. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it with your friends, and subscribe to MovieWeb to keep up with the conversation about all of the things we love.